Welcome to day 4 of the 2026 Get Ready Challenge. I'm so glad that we are getting along in the challenge. From day 1, we looked at soul winning made easy. Day 2, we looked at how to turn our mistakes of 2025 into an advantage for 2026. And day 3, we looked at the opportunities, 20 little known opportunities that are making money and setting people up for success that you should be positioning yourself to utilize in 2026. And tonight is day 4. Day 4, we're looking at goals that will propel you to success. Now, this challenge is brought to you by the March to Millions movement, which is a movement, a community of professionals, faith-driven professionals committed to personal growth and kingdom impact. We want to grow personally and make impact in the kingdom. And we have 3 bold goals. The first one is to win 1 million souls for Christ. And the second is to build a thriving network of 1 million kingdom impact makers making positive impact in the lives of people around the world. And the third one is to equip 1 million people to achieve financial freedom. And we do this through weekly trainings and monthly challenges. And this month we are having, every December we do the Get Ready Challenge, preparing you to get ready for the next year so that you don't waltz into the year unprepared. You go prepared and energized and you hit the ground running as soon as the year starts. So make sure, if you haven't watched the first 3 days, the replay is available right here on YouTube. Make sure you watch it and then you watch this one, which is the goal setting challenge. Awesome. So in addition, we have a free trip to Nigeria promo. I've been fortunate to be a part of this program where I received a free ticket, all expense paid, to attend the program. And since then, God has helped me to pay it forward, to sponsor other people to have this life transforming experience, and to also raise money or personally sponsor people to have this life transforming experience. And this next year, we're coming bigger and better with 3 winners. And the condition is, number 1, win 100+ souls between now and January 31st. We have a digital harvest card where you record those souls won and you follow them up and show us proof. The second condition is to attend all of our challenges. So being here now is an advantage for you. That means that you are already participating and fulfilling the second condition, which is to attend all of our challenges. All you have to do is make sure you attend the 7 days, or you watch the replay for the 7 days of this Get Ready Challenge and the January challenge. And the third condition is to make tangible kingdom impact either in the church or in your community. Show us pictures, give us numbers of people transformed and the impact, the activity you did and the impact made. And so if you are interested and you are committed to investing in kingdom work, winning souls, praying for people, doing kingdom impact activities, attending programs that develop yourself, and you know you are in it to win it, type "I'm in it to win it." Awesome. Type "I'm in it to win it." You can pause this video if you are watching the replay and just type "I'm in it to win it." So we know that yes, you are. And we'll share the link with you so you can officially register to join this promo, and you will be mentored in a dedicated WhatsApp group for this purpose. Awesome. So now this is really important. We're about to transition into a major portion of your life, a major time block of your life, and that is 1 year, a whole 1 year, 365 days. You cannot afford to waste it. You cannot afford for that 1 year to be just like the previous years that have passed. It's really important important that you take action now to make this next 1 year of your life the best 1 year so far of your life, that it will surpass every other year you have spent on this earth. It's by what you do in the next few minutes that will determine that. So I want you to do me a favor, or do yourself a favor. Remove yourself. If you are in any distracting environment, maybe you are in front of the TV, or there's a radio close by, or you are with friends, separate yourself from distraction. Go to a quiet corner and pay full attention to the remaining things that we will show you in the next few minutes, because it's actually life transforming. Our big promise to you is that by the end of tonight's session, you will understand the 7 dimensions that most people ignore and why your goals keep failing without them. So you will understand why your goals have been failing and what you will do to fix it so that it doesn't fail anymore by the grace of God. So be honest. Many times you have set goals on January 1st, and by February they are dead. Some of you, if you last February even, is even congratulatory. Sometimes even by the second week of January. And for some, by the 2nd of January, they've given up on everything and they've gone back to status quo. How many vision boards have you made that are now collecting dust because they have amounted to nothing? How many times have you said this year will be different, but it wasn't? Your goals aren't failing because you are lazy. They are failing because they are incomplete. And incomplete goals collapse under pressure every single time. So tonight, I will show you the 7 dimension framework that separates people who achieve their goals from people who abandon them. And this is the secret behind every breakthrough year you've seen. There are 7 dimensions to setting your goals that make sure that your goals are balanced and help you to achieve them. So by the end of tonight, you will have smart goals across all 7 dimensions of your life, not just career goals, not just money goals, but complete goals that will not collapse when one area of your life gets hard. So if you are ready to learn this, type ready. Type ready. Okay, a few minutes, a few of my origin story. It hasn't always been like this. There were times where I struggled with goal setting. I walked into the year unprepared. And I know that what I know is that I just make up my mind that on the 31st of December, I have to be in church for crossover. So I make sure that I'm in church before 12 midnight to make sure that I am crossing into the new year in the presence of God. Because I just felt that that was required for my success for the year. And once I cross into the new year, boom, I am, and that's it. That's it. But on crossing to the new year, I discovered that I'm unprepared for the year, and many things go awry that year. But one day, I discovered a secret. And that was a secret formula that helped me to design a blueprint for my life and how I will succeed. And this plan was actually on my wall. I drew it and it was on my wall for months. It was a plan for how I would go through different activities and different goals I had to achieve that would take me to where I was going. And let me tell you something about goal setting. You know, goal setting sharpens your focus. It clarifies your vision. It helps you to understand where you are going. So for instance, if a friend tells you, please hop into the car, let's go. And you hop into the car, for instance, I'm sure you are not that kind of a person. I hope you are not. But this is just an example because you cannot be that directionless that you just say hop into the car and you are jumping in. That means you don't really have too much direction for your life. But this is an example. Say your friend says, hop into the car, let's go. And you hop in and you start driving. Because you have no idea where you are going, you will have no signposts. You may be looking at signboards, but it will mean nothing to you because you have no clue where you are going. But what if your friend says, let's go to 10th Street? And you hop into the car. As you are driving, maybe your friend, because he's so engrossed in the conversation, he's almost driving past 10th Street. You say, no, we're at 10th Street. Why? Because you see a signboard that says 10th Street. You say, we are there now. You are, hey, we're at 10th Street. Why? Because you know your destination. You know that you were headed towards 10th Street. So you make sure that you notice when you are at 10th Street and you stop when you are at 10th Street. That's what goal setting does for you. It gives you a signpost. It gives you a destination. So you know where you are headed. You have clarity on the journey of life. So that when you hit that signpost, you know that, yes, I am here. And that happens to me because I set a goal that I wanted uh, do a master's, a program. I wanted to do a program to develop myself in human resources for health. So one day I was scrolling on the internet and I saw this opportunity in Harvard School of Public Health. Harvard is one of the top 3 universities in the world. Global leaders boast that they are graduates of Harvard. So when I saw it, I stopped. Came to a screeching stop. And I was like, wow, this is exactly the goal I set for myself. And this is exactly what I need to be in my CV that will be a game changer for my career. Long story short, I've shared this story many times, so I'll just shorten it. Long story short, I didn't have the money. It cost $4,000 for a 10-day program in Harvard. 10 days, 4,000 US dollars. Where would I get the money? Ticket alone, visa and ticket, maybe another 2,000. Hotel, another 2,000. That's almost 10,000 US dollars. But I noticed it was every year. So I planned, I set it as my goal for the next year. I will attend the next year. And I started saving. But I didn't have so much. I wasn't earning much at that time. So towards the time I had only saved about 1,005. What did I do? I went online, I researched, I got some emails, I composed an email, I prayed with my husband, and I sent it to 3 people. And the first one came and they said, no, we can't fund you. And then I prayed again, and the second one came and they said, yes, we'll allow you to do it tuition free. 4,000 US dollars wiped off. Free admission to that program. And the next thing, my husband told a friend, and my hotel for 2 weeks, almost about 2,000 US dollars taken care of. He took care of the hotel, and that was it. I only had to pay my tickets and a few of my expenses, and that was how my life was transformed when I attended that program. And this is the exact picture of one of our closing dinner in the program in Harvard with students from all over the world. These are public health professionals in different institutions around the world. And this is me right there. And since then, my life transformed. That totally revigorated my CV. I started getting opportunities, high paying jobs, and transitioned into consulting, traveled around the world, had different opportunities that totally transformed my life. And since then, I've taught the same framework to many people that have utilized it to achieve success in many areas of their life, setting up NGOs, starting new businesses, getting scholarships abroad, and in so many ways they have benefited. So today I will share 3 secrets with you that will help you to achieve your goals in 2026. 3 secrets. Secret number 1, why goal fails. Why do goals fail? Your goal fails for 3 reasons. And if you don't fix this, 2026 will be like 2025 all over again. I'm sorry, but if you don't fix it, then you are just going to repeat this year all over again by next year. So it's very important that you pay attention to fix the reasons why your goals fail so that your goals will not fail anymore. Reason number 1, your goals are too vague. Too vague. The mistake many people make is they just make vague goals that sounds like wishes. I want to make more money, for instance. I want to lose weight. I want to grow spiritually. Does that sound like you? Some of you have been making this same mistake over and over. Why does it fail? Because it is too vague. Vague goals give you no roadmap. They are not pointing you in any direction. I want to make more money. How much more money? From doing what? Maybe I want to make more money. Yesterday we talked about opportunities for making income generating opportunities. Maybe I'm an accountant. I want to make more money by providing accounting services to small businesses in my community, to 3 small businesses in my community. Okay, how much more money do you want to make? That's also part of it. Specificity. How can you fix this? By making it more specific, adding specificity, adding numbers, adding deadlines. And we'll cover this in secret number 2. Okay, so the second reason why goals fail, we are still in secret number 1. The second reason why goals fail is that your goals are one-dimensional. So the mistake, you set 5 career goals, 3 money goals, all of this relating to making money. We're all fixated on making money. We set 5 career goals, 3 money goals, and nothing for your health, your family, or your spiritual life. You know, life is a 7-legged stool. And when 4 legs collapse, the whole thing falls. So you can't sustain career success, for instance, when your marriage is dying. It will affect your career, it will affect your health, it will affect different parts of your life. Sometimes your health may be failing. It will affect your spiritual life. It will affect so many things. Your spiritual life is empty. You can't succeed in your career. If your marriage is dying, your health is failing, your children are going wayward, your spiritual life is empty. For instance, you get a promotion, career goal ticked, but you've gained 30 pounds from sitting on a desk all day. You've not prayed in months. Your kids barely know you. Is that success or is that a slow motion breakdown? So set balanced goals across all dimensions of your life. 7 key dimensions will show you when we get to secret number 3 so that you do not fail. Are you getting value? If you are getting value, give me a thumbs up or type I'm getting value. I'm getting value. Awesome. So secret number 2, goals that work. The SMART goal framework. This is goals that work. You have to structure your goals according to the SMART goal framework for it to work. And what is the SMART goal framework? It is SMART. Repeat, SMART. S stands for specific. What do you want to achieve? In this coming year, what do you want to achieve? Be specific, be clear. If you say your goal and somebody still has a question, maybe I want to go to school, for instance, that's not specific, that's vague. What school do you want to go to? What do you want to study? At what level do you want to study it? Specificity. I want to go to the University of Liberia to study accounting at the bachelor's degree level. Okay, specificity. The next one is measurable. Is it measurable? Can it be measured? Does it have something quantifiable? How many? If I want to go to school, obviously, when you get to school, through the admission, the fact that you have an admission means it's measurable. I want to make more money. I want to make $1,000 every month. That's measurable. Achievable. Is it in your power to do it? Within the resources that are available or resources you can mobilize, can you achieve this? Within this time frame, can you achieve it? Within reason. Of course, God can do all things, but you also have to be realistic. So is it achievable? And then R could be realistic or relevant. I prefer relevant. Is it relevant to your divine plans? To your God-given alignment? Is it aligned with your divine mandate? Is it aligned with your gift, with your direction in life? Is it aligned to your season of life? Is it relevant? So, R, relevant. Then T, timely. Is it time bound? Does it have a time frame? Some of your goals will be achieved by March next year. So set a time frame. If you leave it open, you may end up achieving it in December. Meanwhile, you were supposed to have achieved it in February or March. So some of your goals can be achieved in January, some March, some June. So put a time so that you are clear and time bound in your approach to achieving those goals. Awesome. So if you have been blessed, type I am blessed with a smart goal setting framework. Since I discovered this framework, it has never been the same with me with goal setting. Now I'm specific, I'm measurable, I set goals I can achieve that are relevant or realistic and also time bound. So make sure that they fulfill all of this. If it's specific but not measurable, you have a problem. If it is not time bound, you have a problem, because anything you leave that is missing will affect your goal achievement. It will affect the clarity of your goal and the momentum or the force with which you go about achieving it. Okay, so these are examples of rough goals. I want to advance in my career this coming year. What advancements? What is very rough because it's not clear. In which, what do you want? Is it a promotion? Is it a new job? In what company? In what position? Do you want to make a career switch? There's so many things you can add to make it more specific. I want to make more money. We've addressed this. Doing what? Training, taking English classes to high school students. For instance, taking home lessons, doing extra home lessons, for instance. I want to be closer to God. How close? How can you measure closeness to God? You can't. So why don't you choose a prosy goal that you can measure that will now help you to move closer to God? Okay. I want to lose weight. I want to learn something new. What's that? I want to be closer to my family. How do you draw close to your family? Will you go and hug them? I want to be more friendly. How will you measure that? These are rough goals. They are vague. Now, take these rough goals and convert them into smart goals. So the first one, I want to advance in my career this coming year. You can say my goal is to be promoted to a manager position by December this coming year. Or I want to make more money. You move it to I want to make a savings. This could be savings. I want to make a savings of $100,000 by December 2020. Or I want to increase my salary by 20% by December 2026. Sorry. Or I want to add an additional income stream that brings me $100 every month. That's an income goal. I want to be closer to God. You turn it to, I want to increase my daily prayer to 1 hour each day. Knowing that if I spend 1 hour in the presence of God every day, I will develop a close relationship with Him. But I can't measure the close relationship, but I can measure the 1 hour prayer. So I want to pray for 1 hour every day. I want to read one chapter of the Bible every day, knowing that if I read the scriptures, I will understand God more and I will be closer to God. I want to lose weight. You turn it to, I want to lose 10 kg every day or every month. Sorry. I want to eat only vegetables for breakfast every day. That's a goal. That's an objective that you know that when you do that, I want to exercise 3 times a week. When you do that, you will lose weight. Or I want to lose 10 kg every month through exercising 3 times every week. So you have really made it specific, measurable, and achievable. I want to learn something new. You say, I want to learn website design by February 2026. I want to be closer to my family. You say, I want to spend 1 hour each day bonding with my family. I can't measure closeness to my family, but I can measure 1 hour of bonding. So every day I know, have I spent 1 hour bonding with my family or not? Or I want to take my spouse out on date night every weekend. We can measure that. I want to be more friendly. I will smile at each person I see. We can measure that. So now, secret number 3 is to set your goals across the 7 balance goal setting framework. And this is the 7 balance areas of life. I've discovered from many years of goal setting and researching in goal setting that there are 7 key areas of life that have to be settled. Otherwise, you will have issues. And it's very important as you are setting goals that you set goals across all 7 areas so that you can have a balanced life. The first and most important is spiritual goal. Now, somebody created you, and one of the things we are most certain of is that we will die one day. And when we die, we will meet our maker and we'll give accounts. So the question to ask is, are you walking in line with it, in line with your divine purpose? Have you discovered why that person created you, why God created you? And are you walking aligned with that purpose? So why don't you set goals that align you with the purpose of God for your life? Maybe for you, it might be, I want to start a youth ministry, helping at-risk youth to avoid, peer pressure. Or I want to pray for 1 hour every day so I can know God more. I want to complete the Bible from Genesis to Revelation next year. And for all of you in the March to Millions community, we have an opportunity and even a commitment to complete the Bible every year. By the grace of God, I've been doing this for the last 5 years. This is my 5th year in a row of completing the Bible from Genesis to Revelation between January and December of the year. And this is something that I struggled for many years and even decades, and I couldn't do it until one day I discovered one strategy, and that is to use my digital Bible. I listen to the audio Bible. So when I'm going to work, when I'm cooking, when I'm jogging, I'm listening to the Bible. And with that, I've been able to complete the Bible. This is now the 5th year in a row, and I'm going again next year. So will you join me? Set it as your spiritual goal. I tell you, it's transformational. You get to understand this God that we serve. You get to understand how God has worked with man from the beginning of age till now. And it's really amazing. It's an amazing experience that I cannot explain. And once you do it once, you even want to keep doing it. I've introduced a number of people to it, and now they've done it the 2nd year in a row. Some have done it the 1st year now in a row, and we are committed on a lifelong journey completing the Bible every year. I was inspired by a friend and a close friend of mine who has been doing this for decades, Pastor Favor, who has been doing this for decades. And finally, I was able to do it 5 years ago, and there's no looking back. I will continue to do it. It's amazing. So add that to your goals for 2026. The next one is family goal. Our family is one of the most important support systems that God has given to us. Family are there when you need them the most. They are forever around you. From the day you were born till the day you die, you will have a family around you. They are a support system. When friends fail, when others fail, most times your family will not fail. And I was reading something some time ago. Somebody did a research and asked, interviewed many people at the terminal end of their life, people who are facing death, who have terminal illness, and they are facing death, before them. And he asked them, what is your biggest regret? And many of them said that their biggest regret was that they did not spend enough time with their family. So you don't want to wait until you are on your dying bed when you now look back and say, I wish I spent more time with my son. I wish I told my husband how much I loved him. I wish I spent time, with my family. You don't want that to be your last regret. So make sure you set family goals that help you to bond with your family, that help you to be a better parent, to be a better spouse to your loved one, so that you can have the joy of family that God has designed for us. So now, and of course, as I'm talking about all these goals, I'm just giving rough examples of, obviously, I've shown you how to set SMART goals. So when I say be a better spouse, that's not a SMART goal. Be a better spouse. How do you become a better spouse? You can think about, what do I need to do? And your family situation is different from mine. Maybe my family situation would be to listen more and talk less whenever I'm having conversation with my husband. I tend to talk a lot. So maybe I need to listen more. I need to allow him finish his sentences, and and actively listen and talk less every time I'm talking with my husband. So that's a specific goal. It's achievable, it's realistic, it's time bound because I say every time. Maybe it is to take your spouse out or to buy a gift for your spouse every week or every month. No matter how simple it is, it will warm the heart and and solidify the bond. So you determine what family goal will get you closer to your family members. The next one is self-development, and this is really important. This is very important. I mean, it's one of the secrets to my success by the grace of God. I grew up shy and timid, but at some point I realized that I needed to develop myself. I needed to develop my public speaking skills. I needed to develop my confidence. Some of you, the way you enter a room, people already know who you are. They already put you in a box that you are not the person they need. You know, the way you enter, the way you are walking, your body posture, your confidence, something. It communicates. We call it non-verbal communication. The way you walk, the way you speak, you know, your intonation, the volume of your voice, the way you shake hands, even show people whether you are a confident person, a go-getter or not. There's so many components of self-development that you just need to be aware of. And maybe some of you have not been on that journey. It's time to get intentional about your self-development. The way you dress, the way you walk, the way you speak, your diction, the way you pronounce words, you have to improve on it. The way the books you read that it expands your mindset so that you can start to think big about things. The way you speak, you know, your public speaking skills. Some people, when you tell them, oh, you will take service tomorrow or you do the opening prayer, they won't come to church that day because they don't want, they're so shy that they can't speak up. You know, I mean, time will fail me to share my story, my self-development story. But maybe when we come in January for the goal setting challenge, when we have multiple days for this, you will hear more about my journey of self-development. At some point, I was waking up at 3 a.m. in the night to have an online meeting with people in the US because I was developing my public speaking skills. At some point, I was embarrassing myself in the public. I read and they said, embarrass yourself in the public, and I will go jogging and I will start doing jumping jacks in front of traffic. People will be looking at me. I'm like, yes, look at me. I'm developing my self-confidence. How to be free to do things in public glare, even when people are looking at me. And today, after all the long journey, time will fail me to go into the details. Today, I can train people at high level. I hold workshops with senior public officials at really high levels of government. I hold meetings with international stakeholders because I have been able to develop myself. So if you have not been on a self-development journey, you can add that to your goals in 2026. I want to learn public speaking skills. I want to join a public speaking club so that I improve on public speaking by February 2026, for instance. I want to read one book on success every month of 2026. Okay, these are self-development goals. The fourth one is business or professional goals. This relates to your career or your business. Do you want a promotion in your job? Do you want to change your job? Do you want to start a new business? Do you want to scale your business? These are business or professional goals. So set one that works with your journey of life. The fifth one is close to the fourth, but it's about the finances now, money goals. So, for instance, how much will you be saving? How much do you want to have at the end of the year? Maybe save $100 every month for next year. So at the end of the year, I will have $1,200, or increase my income stream to $1,000 per month by adding ABC income streams. Okay, so that's your financial goals, your savings goals, your income growth goals, or it could also be your spending goals, cutting down on your spending. I want to reduce my expenses by 20%. Okay, so that's a goal, financial goal. Number 6, education goal. Education goals. So how do you want to improve your qualification? I want to take on a professional certification exam by March 2026. Or I want to start my master's degree in business administration. I want to seek scholarship in Canada to study a master's in engineering. Whatever, be as specific, measurable, achievable, and time bound. But an education goal will increase your qualification level and help you to earn more. So set an education goal for next year. And the last but definitely not the least, is health goal. Health is really important. It underpins most of these goals up there. If something happens to your health, let me tell you, your prayer life will drop because you won't even have the strength to pray. If something happens to your health, it affects your family, it affects your career. Because at some point, if it's a chronic illness, even your employer will reevaluate why they employed you. So you need to be very careful about your health. You need to be very intentional about your health. And examples of health goals could be exercising 3 times a week. It could be losing weight, this much weight, maybe 10 kg by June. Or I want to drink 3 liters of water every day. Or I want to sleep 7 hours a day so that I can be fresh. So health goal is really, really important because like I often say, God is not going to give you a new gift of a new kidney when the day you turn 50. God is not going to give you a new heart when you turn 45. The kidney, the heart, the liver, the organs, the brain that you have right now, it was given to you for your lifetime. And you have to make sure that they are healthy enough to sustain your life for as long as you pray to live. Okay, very few of us are privileged. Very few people are privileged to get the benefits of an organ transplant. And it's very expensive, very risky, and very dangerous. And not many people are even able to survive it, even when they have the money for it. So take care of the one that God has given to you. Take care of it so that it will last you for a very long lifetime. So set health goals that help you to be fit and healthy to achieve your dream and divine purpose in this life. So this brings us to the end of day 4 of the Get Ready Challenge. So your assignment today is to set goals across all 7 criteria, all 7 dimensions of life so that you can have a balanced life. So tomorrow, make sure you set your alarms to join us. Tomorrow, we'll be praying over our goals. We'll be looking at prayer affirmation and Bible study plan for your 2026. So join us tomorrow so that we solidify all these goals in the place of prayer. And on Saturday, we'll be looking at the daily method of operation, the simple system that you can put in place to solidify and make sure that these goals become achievable. That's success. Engineer your life for success. I teach people how to re-engineer their life for success. You re-engineer your design, you redesign your space, even your home for success. For instance, if your health goal is to lose weight or to stop soda, soft drinks, and you have soft drinks in your fridge, and you say, oh, I'm only putting it there for visitors, you're just deceiving yourself. You need to re-engineer your environment for success. You need to remove all the things that make failure a temptation in your life and re-engineer your environment for success. If you want to pass a professional exam or you want to do extra work, extra income at home, set up a desk in your home. Don't put your laptop on your lap sitting on the bed to work because you can't work for long like that. Re-engineer your environment. Set up a desk so that you can work comfortably and not have back pains or fall asleep. Re-engineer your environment for success. So join us as we continue this challenge and we teach you how to take these 7 goals and make them achievable, make success easy for your life. So God bless you. If you have questions, type it down and we'll be sure to respond to you. God bless you. See you tomorrow.